I have returned yet again. Today I'm going to be going over what these everyday activities and items do to your testosterone in a tier list so you can easily understand. First of all, why do we need testosterone? Why is it important? Well, testosterone is one of the sex hormones, the male sex hormone. It's very important for gaining muscle, losing fat, libido, drive, and motivation, as well as other things. So it is up to us to try to maximize our natural testosterone, because we live in a society where not a lot of people have a lot of testosterone unless they're taking synthetic testosterone, and low T is bad. Just get it out of here. So start it off. We have deep sleep, the GOAT, literally the GOAT. Deep sleep cycle, REM sleep cycle. Your body releases lots of hormones, especially testosterone. Sleep and the deeper parts of sleep is where our body gets to repair from the day, finalize memories, and release lots of testosterone. So it's really beneficial. If you're getting suboptimal sleep, you will be missing out on testosterone. It's a fact. 5, 6 hours, even 7 hours, you're not going to be getting as large of a release throughout your sleep as if you were getting 8, 9, or 10 hours of deep, restful sleep, okay? So you want to increase your testosterone naturally? I know it's hard. Get better sleep. It is so easy, and it's the GOAT. It's easier said than done, I know. People have stuff to do, no one wants to sleep, but like, it's the GOAT. Heavy resistance training. I'm gonna put this in A because it will increase your testosterone. Basically, lifting weights, especially large multi-joint compound heavy lifts like squat, bench, deadlift, barbell rows, pull-ups, etc., releases more testosterone than if you were to not do that. Why? To do with the hormonal and stress response. Is it a huge increase? Research is unsure of how big of an increase it is, but the point is that if you were to do this over the long term, you will substantially increase your testosterone, as you'll be increasing the time at which it is elevated throughout the day. Balanced diet. It's going to go in A tier. Will increase your testosterone. Probably. Because if you are eating a very good whole foods, limited processed foods, lots of raw and wild caught seafood, lots of grass-fed beef, hormone-free meats, etc., and then you've got like all your organic pasture-raised eggs, organic fruits, you will in turn have a better gut microbiome. And from research, we know that there is a strong correlation between positive gut microbiome and your brain. And your brain basically has this thing called the lymphatic system, which signals to your testicles to release testosterone. From this, we know that if you were to have whole food based diet, you will on average have higher testosterone than people who didn't do that. Ultra processed diet will go in C tier for will decrease your testosterone. Now, obviously it depends on how much ultra processed food you're going to be eating and what type specifically. Like, are you just having some seed oils occasionally, or are you spending like most of your time at McDonald's? Then it will probably be decreasing your testosterone. High amounts of sugar leads to unnatural insulin spikes, which can lead to diabetes and obesity, leading to a drop in testosterone. Seed oils are very inflammatory, which skews off the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids, which essentially leads to bad inflammation, probably an increase in cortisol, destroy your gut microbiome. And if you don't believe me, try this out for yourself. I used to eat a lot of ultra processed food, and I'm not saying I don't anymore. I love a good KFC feed. Try to swap most of your meals for homemade, more organic, raw stuff. Olive oil, for example. Butter, for example. Fuck off that margarine. You know how bad margarine is for you? Margarine is literally great. If you consume margarine, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's time to stop, like, straight up.
Stop it. Get some help.
I have the sun, morning sunlight. I'm gonna put this on B. Apparently, getting up, getting sun to register on your retinas can help with your circadian rhythm, and thus will help with your body releasing certain hormones. The reason it's in potentially increased is because we know that if you work night shifts and you're asleep during the day, you on average will have worse hormone markers, lower testosterone, because our bodies are made to rise and fall with the sun and the moon. Also applies to if you're getting sun on your skin. Absorbing that vitamin D3 through the sun is great. Don't be an idiot and sun your balls. That is genuinely bad for you. It will most likely give you cancer. So I wouldn't do that. We have stress. I'm putting this in awful detail. Avoid stress as much as you can. Why? Because stress literally counteracts testosterone. Your cortisol is extremely high and elevated. Cortisol, noradrenaline, all that stuff. Your body is in a heightened state. If you have really high stress from your job or whatever, try and tone it down, try and relax. I know it's easier said than done, but really stress is one of the worst things for your natural testosterone levels. All right, next I have vitamin D3. Comes from the sun. I'm gonna put it in the same category as the sun. But what I mean is specifically to do with the vitamin D3 and not to do with like sunlight in your eyes. So this could also be to do with supplementing vitamin D3. If you are deficient in vitamin D3, like I've said before, supplementing it may increase your testosterone because you are deficient in it. But if you get adequate amounts of vitamin D3 and you start supplementing it, is it gonna do anything for you? Probably not. So it's potentially gonna increase. Now, I have generic test boosters. So you buy these from the supplement store or whatever, and they say, we'll increase your testosterone. There's nothing necessarily wrong with these besides the fact they don't do much, just because, not that the stuff in them doesn't work, it's just that usually there's nowhere near enough of it to actually give you a boost in testosterone. So it's kind of a waste of your money. Next, alcohol. Awful, awful. Probably not as bad as stress, but studies will literally tell you it decreases your testosterone. It is a poison. It isn't great to put in your body. I know everyone likes to drink, you know, who doesn't? But the more you do it and in the larger quantities that you do it in, the worse it is for your body. It messes with your brain, it messes with learning and memory, and also it's bad for your testosterone. Lots of alcohol is not ideal if you want to maximize your testosterone. I have tea bags. If you use tea bags, just stop. Why? Because tea bags use glue and plastic to hold them together, which is BPA, PFAS, all that stuff. Tea bags release a lot of microplastics when you steep them in hot water. Microplastics and PFAS and stuff in general has been found in human testicles, in fetuses, and all this stuff. It's really not good for you because it is something that your body has to try and excrete, and it basically interferes with hormones, it interferes with your gut lining. So it's just good not to consume them and to try and avoid them when you can. Now, lucky last, how good is this, eh? Oh yeah. But it pains me to say that fragrances are also in the C tier. They will probably decrease your testosterone. Why? Because apparently the stuff that actually makes it smell good a lot of the time has forever chemicals in it, certain aluminium salts, silicone, I don't even know, but certain body products to do with fragrances, to do with conditioners and shampoos, release like all these microplastics and toxic plastics like tea bag, spraying that directly on your skin, inhaling it all the time. And maybe with your shampoo or soaps or moisturizer, you check to make sure the ingredients aren't going to disrupt your endocrine cycle, because sadly all these big corporations pump a lot of our foods we eat and the products we use synthetic compounds that aren't good for us. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Remember, all publicity is good publicity. Who doesn't love a good fragrance? Let me know what kind of content you would like to see down below. I'll catch you guys in the next video.